Good morning, everyone. So, in today's session, we will discuss on octal system. So, in the previous sessions, we discussed about the decimal, binary, and the overview of the octal and hexa. But we saw the conversions from decimal to binary and from binary to decimal. So, in this session, we will know what is a octal number, then how to convert a decimal number to an octal number, then how to convert a octal to decimal, okay, vice versa. We will see that. And if there is time left over, then we can also see the octal to binary and binary to octal. Maximum we will try to complete. If not, we will do that in another session. So, for this session, this is octal number system. As we discussed previously, the octal number system has a base of 8. It has a base of 8. Okay. Whenever you represent an octal number, always you need to represent it with a base 8. And octal number means it has 8 digits, 8 symbols. Starts from 0 and ends at 7. So, these total are 8. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay. So, we will see the conversions. Decimal to octal conversion. Decimal to octal conversion, what we do is, see, previously what we have done was to convert from decimal to binary, we just divided that so and so decimal number with 2, okay, because we were converting it into binary. Now we are converting it into octal. So what we will do is, instead of dividing it with 2, we will do it with 8. If you want to convert to octal, you should do it with 8. Okay, so whatever the decimal number is here, just divide that by 8. Repeatedly keep on, you need to keep on do that. Okay. See, this method, generally we call this method as octal double. Okay, a method similar to double double. That means, see, octal double means converting this decimal to octal. This method we generally call as octal double. And in the previous video, we have converted from decimal to binary, right? That method is called double double. So, these such kind of questions you can get it in your multiple choice. Okay, in your objective types, you will get such kind of questions. So, be aware of that, and also the conversions. Yeah, next is divide the decimal number repeatedly by 8 until the quotient becomes 0. Okay, let's write down the remainders after each division. The remainders in reverse order from the octal number. So, the everything is same. Okay, similar steps. Keep dividing it with 8. Okay, keep dividing it with 8 until you get a remainder 0. Once you get a remainder 0, in reverse order, you write that binary number. That is what I am going to do. This is one of the examples. Example what they have given is, find the octal equivalent of decimal 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1234. This is the decimal number they have given. So, when they have given this decimal number, see, I am dividing that with 8. This is a decimal number. I should convert it into octal. After converting, I will get an octal number. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 as a decimal number. Okay. So once I get a result, I will write this here. So I am dividing it with 8. So, yeah. So 8, 154, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1234. Then remainder will be 150,000, it is 1,232. Okay, so then we remember we got as 2. Then then 8 19s are. When we divide it with 19, the remainder was 2. Again 8 2s are. Okay, when we divide it with 2, then the remainder what we got was 3. Okay. 60 again 8 2s are. So 70 again and 3 is a remainder. So after that, obviously 2 is less than 8. So instead of that, you write it as divide it with 8, you will get here the quotient as 0. Quotient as 0 and remainder is 2. Okay, this is the remainder. So now this is the number what you got. In this order you will just write. Okay, so that is 0 2 3 2 2. After that 2 3 2 2. Okay. So see, this is your octal number. So this was a decimal number when you converted using this procedure. This is the answer you got. And the base need to be mentioned. Next, find the octal equivalent of decimal 175. Okay, so this you try to solve by yourself. Pause the video here and try to solve by yourself. Once you solve, then you can check the answer. Okay, the procedure, everything is same. There is no change in any procedure. You just need to solve this. So now we will just see 175 divided with 8. So 20 rounds and we got 7 as a remainder. Next 8 2s, we got 5 as a remainder. Right? Then 2. So the quotient we got 0, remainder is plus 2. So that is 257 will be your octal number. Okay, for 175 is your decimal number that is given. Your equivalent number, this is a decimal number. To this number, the equivalent octal number will be 257. Is that correct? So, this is what we have got. See, till now the things we have seen were for integers. Okay, there was no point value. Even in the previous session, while converting from decimal to binary, I didn't discuss, I didn't show to you in brief. Okay, so here to convert from this decimal to octal or octal to decimal, fraction terms have been taken. So the same pattern we need to follow even there. Okay, so first we will see this how to convert. See, for fractions, with decimal fractions multiplied by 8 instead of division. Okay, so if it is an integer number, we are trying to divide it with 8. But if it is a fraction, not integer, if they are asking you to convert the fraction value, then see, if they are asking you to find out this value, we need to multiply it with 8. If you wanted to convert it to octal, if this is a decimal, and you want to convert it to octal, then you multiply with 8. Okay. And in case it will be 63.23. Okay. Then what is this is 23. This is 23. So when they give you this way, what you need to do is here, see, this term is integer part, this is fraction. So 63, the same procedure you need to follow. You keep dividing it with 8. And this fraction part, you just need to multiply this with 8. Okay. And here also how you keep dividing with 8 repeatedly. Okay. Same you should keep dividing this with 8 repeatedly. Okay, and here we can keep on keep on do this because after with some few numbers if you get, that is fine. If there is a number you are getting repeatedly, then there you can stop. Okay. So if you see one example, you will get easily. See, so here they have there for fractions with the decimal fractions multiply by 8 instead of divide with a carry into integer position. Okay, once you divide, after dividing, if you get some value in integer part, that will be your carry. Okay, and the other part you need to, the after fraction part, again you need to multiply. Next example, convert decimal 0.23 into an octal fraction. Okay, so 0.23 is your decimal number and you need to convert that into octal. So what you need to do is 0.23 into 8 you need to do first, then you will get the result. See, when you multiply this 0.23 into when you multiply the 0.23 into 8, okay, so here we got 184, 1.84. See here this 1, the integer part is 1, but I have written as a carry. Remaining is 0.84. This 0.84 needs to be multiplied it with 8 again. I said you need to multiply repeatedly with 8. Okay. So again you need to multiply this with 8. So see when you multiply again with 8, what you get is see 0.8, this 0.8 into 8, we got 6.70. Again when you multiply, we got 6.70. So now this 6 is the carry what you got and the 0.70 is the result what you got here. So again you divide the 0.70 with 8. Okay. See when you divided that, you got 5.76. Now again 5 as a carry and excuse. Yes, 5 as a carry. Then you got 0.76. Now 0.76 need to be multiplied again with 8. Okay. So when you multiply again you will get a carry value. Okay, you can keep on do that until you get a repeated numbers. Okay, and like I said, the repeated numbers is see here 0.84, 0.72, 0.76. So after certain values, you again keep getting the same values. For example, this was 1.84, 6.72, 5.76. For few decimal numbers, you keep getting the repeated values. For few decimal numbers, you won't get. Okay. So if you won't get, you just repeatedly multiply it 3 or 4 or 5 times. Okay, depending on this how many numbers you wanted to write after this decimal point, those many times you multiply. Okay, and leave it. If you do for 2 times, then only you get the repeated number. So then you can write 0.1666 in that way if you get repeated numbers. So instead of writing these many repeated numbers, you can end it after 3 or 2 numbers. Yeah, okay. So once you got all these carries over here, what you need to do is to write it in octal form. You need to write it in downward. Okay, when you divided it, the remainders whatever you have taken, you have written it down to top. Okay, in the top order, I mean in the reverse order. But in this fraction, whenever you multiply, you need to multiply repeatedly. After multiplying repeatedly, you get a carry. Okay, the integer part you will write it as a carry, and the remaining fraction part you will multiply it with 8 again. Okay, so the carries whatever you have the carries over here. Whatever carries you have, you need to write them in this straight order. That means from top to down. So that will be your octal number. Okay, so the decimal number what you had before was 0.23. was a decimal fraction value. When you convert it into octal, you need to write it in this order. First you have here 1, 6 and 5 to the base 8. Okay. So you have converted this 0.23 decimal value to 160, sorry, 0. I forgot here to have a fraction. Fraction value, right? We are doing a fraction value. So 0 point after point, these are the points we need to write. So 0.165. Okay, this is your octal value. Now this is to convert from decimal to octal. And in the previous video I said multiply. So same way, to convert from decimal to binary, you need to multiply them. Okay, you need to multiply that fraction value with 2 for binary. For octal you are multiplying with 8. So the same procedure you will be doing there. So here they have given the solution. Last line 0.2 to the base 10 is equal to 0.164 to the base 8. Next, now before we converted decimal value into octal. Okay, that it is in the form of integer or a fraction. Now I want to convert from octal to decimal conversion. We will see octal to decimal. In octal number system, each digit position corresponds to the power of 8. That means when you converted from binary to decimal, what have you done? You have taken the weight positions, okay, the positional weights of those. That means 2 power 0, 2 power 1 in the integer side, and after point in the fraction side you have taken 2 power minus 1, 2 power minus 2 in that way. You have taken 2 because 2 to the power because it was a binary. Okay, you were trying to convert from binary to decimal, but here you are trying to convert from octal to decimal conversion. So when you are trying to convert from octal to decimal, so octa means you need to take 8. Okay, the positional weight you need to take as 8 to the power of 0, 8 to the power of 1 to your left hand side of your decimal point, and to the right hand side of your decimal point, I mean after point, the fractional part, you need to take 8 to the power of minus 1, minus 2 and so on. Okay, that is what we need to say. See, here 8.8 to the power of 0, to the power of 1, to the power of 2 and 3. After point you have 8 to the power of minus 1, minus 2 and 8 to the power of minus 3. So therefore, to convert from octal to decimal, multiply each octal digit by its weight and add the products. Okay, this is the same like what is it previously for binary. So read that line properly. Therefore, to convert from octal to decimal, multiply each octal digit, okay, by its weight and add the products. So example, octal number 23 is converted to decimal. Okay, they have given 23 is a octal number. Now we need to convert that into a decimal. So that 2, 3 is, see 2 is in this position and 3 is in this position. Okay, so and after point you don't have any fraction part here, only 23 they have given. So for that, see 2 means you need to multiply that with 2 into 8 to the power of 1. Okay, now you need to see here you will mention multiply each octal digit by its weight. This is 2 is an octal digit and 8 to the power of 1 is its weight. Okay, this we have done. After that, add the products. So this is one value, one digit we have done, one octal digit and weight has been multiplied. Then later there is another octal digit, that is 3. So again 3 multiplied with 8 to the power of 0. So 3 into 8 to the power of 0 after multiplying and all these products. Okay. So if you have 3 octals, then you need to have those 3 products. So that 2 to the power of 8, 2 into 8 to the power of 1 is 2 into 8, 8 to the power of 1 is 8. So 2 into 8. So you will get 16. Next, 8 to the power of 0 is 1. So 3 into 1 you will get 3 here. So 16 plus 3 you will get 19. So this is your decimal number. So octal number what we have given was 23 to the base 8. You converted that to decimal. So you got 19 to the base 10. Okay. Is that fine? See, we have written 23. Octal number is equal to decimal number 19. Now for fractional part. So you already know how what to do for fractional part. After point you have e to the power of minus 1 minus 2, right? So you need to multiply with that. Say 0.28 we have taken, but this 0.28 is octal number this time. Okay. So that octal number is in place of this 2 and 8, we have e to the power of minus 1 and e to the power of minus 2. Those are its positional weights. So you need to just multiply that. Once you multiply with that, okay, so here 2 by 8 you got 0 point, 1 by 8 you got 0.125 and 1 by 16 we got 0.01526. So they multiplied this 2 with 8 to the power of minus 1 and 8 into 8 to the power of minus 2. Once you do that, you got a solution here, that is 0.375. So this is your this is your 0.28 is your octal value and 0.375 is your decimal value. You have converted that. Yes, now here we will see octal to binary conversion. Before what we saw was decimal to octa and octa to decimal. Okay, we converted this. Now we are converting from octal to binary. Okay, once we convert that, then we will convert from binary to octal. First we will see octa to binary. So see, replace each octal digit by its 3-bit binary equivalent. If you remember in the previous class we discussed these points. Okay, see the next point is the 8 octal digits and 3-bit binary equivalent. So in octal you have how many symbols? 8 symbols, 0 to 7. In binary you have only 2 symbols, that is 0 and 1. Okay, so to represent this 8 symbols, that is from 0 to 7 of octal, you need how many bits of binary? You need 3 bits. We already discussed that, because see, binary you have 0 and 1, that is only 2 bits. Okay, next for octa you have 8 symbols in that, that is 0 to 7. So for that how many bits you need? 2 to the power of if I take 2 to the power of 2, I'll get 4. Okay, I can write in 2-bit format 4 combinations. Okay, next if I write 2 to the power of 3, I'll get 8. Okay, so I can write 8 numbers. So for that I need to write 3 bits. So if you take 2 to the power of 3, I'll get 8. That means this 2 to the power of 3, so 2 to the power of n, this represents number of bits. Okay, if I write 0, 1, that means this is having only 2 bits. So 2 to the power of 2 means 4. So using these 2 bits I can make 4 combinations. Those 4 combinations can be 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So these are the 4 numbers I can write using this 2 bits. This is n is nothing but number of bits. In case if I said n is number of bits. If I say 2 to the power of 1, okay, so when I say 2 to the power of 1, the answer I'll get as 2. Is that fine? So when I get this 2 to the power of 1 is equal to 2, that means see here, this is number of bits, these are total number of numbers I get to write. So number of bits are 1, so I can write 0 1. 0 is 1 bit, 1 is 1 bit, and how many numbers I can write here? 2. Okay, same way 2 to the power of 2. Now what can I do is, this 2 to the power of 2 is nothing but 4. Yeah, so this 2 to the power of 2 is equal to 4. That means these are number of bits. So here number of bits I can write in one word is one symbol is 2 bits I can take. And how many numbers I can write? 4. That means 2 bits means 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. See, in each I have 2 bits. Okay, n represents number of bits. So 2 2 2 and 2. So total how many I could write? 4. Okay, I got 4 combinations, 4 numbers I can write. So in the same way, I'm just increasing my number of bits. If I keep on increasing this number of n, that is number of bits, that means my numbers also increases. Okay, my number of bits increases in each number, and my minimum, I mean my maximum terms also increases. So here 2 to the power of 3 means I get 8. So when I get 8, see here 3 means I can write 3 bits. Okay, I can represent 0, the same 0 number in 3 bits. But here I want a total 8 symbols. 8 symbols means that is up to 7. So I require 3 bits for that. For 2, I need to write 1 here. I guess you are well aware of this. We have already discussed in the previous class. If not, just go through it, or else we will see later again. This is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, 6 and 7. Is that fine? So this is the minimum and maximum. So here starts with 0, ends with 7. When it was 2, it started with 0 and ended with 3. When n was 1, it started with 0 and ended with 1. Okay, is that fine? So when it is 3, it started with 0 and ends with 7. When the number of bits are equal to 4, it will start with 0 and end with 15. Is that fine? So when you keep on increasing number of bits, your number of symbols increases and number of combinations also increases. Is that fine? So now for this octal, I said, see here he has written the 8 octal digits. See, replace each octal digit by its 3 binary bit equivalent. This you need to remember. You require for octal, that means you have 8 numbers. For that 8 numbers or 8 symbols, you require 3 binary bits. Okay, so you can write it in 3 binary bits. 3 bits are sufficient. If you take less than 3, okay, in case if you take less than 3, that means only 2. That means you will get only 2 means 0 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. So you can write only up to 4, but you need to write up to 7. In case if you take less than 3 bits, that means take 2. So you can write only up to 0 to 4. But here you require 7. In octa you have up to 7. So for that you are taking 3. If you take 3 bits, then only you can write up to 7. In case if you are taking more than 3, that means if you are taking 4 bits, n is equal to 4, then you can write up to 0 to 15. But here this is not that required. If you take 4, what you get is here unnecessarily you will get one more bit extra over here. That doesn't make sense because we need only up to 7. So up to 7 all these bits are 0. It doesn't make any sense. Instead you are just adding some memory. Okay, so 3 bits are more than enough for us to write an octal number. So that is the reason here he said replace each octal digit by its 3 binary bit equivalent. Whatever octal number, just write it in the form of 3 bits. Next, the 8 octal digits and 3 bit binary equivalent. Okay, we'll just see what these lines mean practically while solving. See here, whatever I have written just now, he has written here. 0 means 0 0 0 in binary, 3-bit binary. 1 means 0 0 1. 2 means 0 1 2. You already know here 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2. So 2 power 0 means 1, 2 power 1 means 2, 2 power 2 means 4. So see, for 0 all are zeros. For 1 place of 1 you need to write 1. For 2 place of 2 you need to write 2. For 3 you don't have 3 here, so you need to add 2 and 1. So place of 2 and 1 you have written 3. Okay, by adding those both you will get 3. Same way you have 4 here, so you have written 4. 5. If you add 4 and 1, then you will get 5. When you add 6, I mean 4 and 2, if you add here, you will get 6. If you add all the 3, you will get 7. Is that fine? That way this tabular form was written. Now octal to binary conversion. Okay, see, this is the octal number he has given, 736 into binary. So see, before writing that, you know what is the binary for 7. See, I am writing here 2 to the power of 0, 2 to the power of 1, 2 to the power of 2. These 3 bits are required to write. So 2 to the power of 0 is nothing but 1, 2 to the power of 1 is 2, 2 to the power of 2 is 4. So now I wanted 7. When I wanted 7, yeah, I'll just try. Yeah, when I wanted to write 7 in this here, okay, that means 4 5 6 7. If I write all ones here, then I'll get 7. So this is octal number. Okay, what is my thing? First, what I need to do to convert it into binary? First, I need to write this in the form of this 3 bits. I need to write it only in 3 bits. 4 bits are not required. So 1 1 1 7 I have written. Next, coming to this was for 7. Coming to 3. 3 means, see, I have 2 here and 1 here. So if I write in these two positions 1 and 1, that is enough. So 0 1 1, then I get 3. That means, see, place of this 3 I am writing 0 1 1. Okay, next 6. 6 means I have 4 and 5 6. If I add this both, that is enough. So 1 and 1, this will be 0. So for 6 I am writing 1 1 0. Is that fine? So now this is my total binary number which I converted. This was octal and this is my binary. That means 1 1 1 0 1 1. See, this is 1 1 1 0 1 1 and 1 1 0 1 1 0. This is your binary number. Okay, this was your octal number. 736 to the base 8 is equivalent to this 1110111110 to the base 2. Okay, so this is what he has done here. Here we got a same answer. Is that fine? So we just need to replace its numbers over there. Then we'll easily get what we require. That was the conversion of octal to binary. Now I want to convert from binary to octal. Okay, even this is quite easy. First you need to know octal means you should always consider 3 binary bits. Okay. So in this they have given that the binary number is converted into group of 3 bits, each starting at binary point. So see, in this octal to binary conversion, they gave us octal number, so that we have written in form of 3 bits each. Okay, here they won't give some octal number, instead I'll have some binary number. Okay, some binary number like this, something, okay, in random. Okay, and this is always considered as LSB, this is MSB. So what we need to do is the simple and easy procedure is, binary to convert into octal you need to take 3 bits, that's it. So from LSB you start taking 3 bits, after 3 bits other 3 bits, then other 3 bits. Okay, so here you have 3 bits, that is fine. For this 3 bits, see, this is a binary number what was there. This is, I have written 0 1 0 1 0 0 0 1. This is a binary number. Okay, see, 0 1 0 1 0 0 0 1, that is the thing what I have written. I need to convert that into octal. I'll just convert it now. So 3 bits we need to take. See here, first I have 3 bits. 0 0 1 means what? See here, 1 2 4 0 0 1 means this is number for 1. Okay, in octal. 0 1 0 means, see, that is 0 1 0 means 2. Place of 2 I have 1. So this is for 2. Next, here I don't have 3 bits. I have only 0 and 1, 2 bits. So whenever I have any less number of bits, I can write to my left side 0. I can add. Okay, it doesn't make any sense, right? So I'll just add 0. So now I got 0 0 1. So when I write 0 0 1, see here, this is nothing but again 1. Okay, so 1 2 1 is my octal number. So I just converted this binary to octal by just making 3 zeros. I mean 3 bits at a time, not 3 zeros, sorry. 3 bits. I considered 3 bits from my LSB. You should start taking from LSB 3 bits each, and once you come to the last MSB, if you have sufficient 3 bits, it is fine, well and good. Instead, even if you don't have 2 digits, then how many digits ever you are getting lesson digits, that you just need to add those many digits in that. If you have 1, add 2 zeros. If you have 2 digits, add 1 0 in that. Okay, so this is a procedure. So we'll see what example he has given. See, the binary number is converted into group of 3 bits, each starting at binary point. Make group of 3 bits starting from binary point and moving towards left for integer part. Make groups of 3 bits starting from binary point and moving towards right for a fractional part. We have seen for, I have said you for decimal part, I mean integer part. For fractional part, what you need to do is, see, here is a point. Before point, you will take 3 zeros here. Here, instead of taking from left side, you will start taking from right side. If you have 0 1 0 1, see, you will take this 3 bits. Then if you have only 2 bits here, see, 0 0 1 0 1, what you need to take is, here also you need to take 3. So here you can't add 0 here to the left side, you should add 0 this side. Then this will become 1 and 2. So point whatever number we got before 1 to 1. This will be a fractional part and this will be an integer part. Okay. So in your integer part, you need to add the number of bits. If you get less number of bits if you need to take 3 bits, right? So if you get number of bits less than 3, so add zeros to your left side in your integer part. In your fractional part, if you get number of bits as lesser than this 3, then you need to add zeros to your right side. Is that fine? Because after point, right side zeros makes no sense, and before point in integer part, left side zeros makes no sense. So you need to add in that way and write the octal value. So that is what we mentioned here. We will read this points again, important. The first point, the binary number is converted into group of 3 bits each, starting at a binary point. Next point, make group of 3 bits starting from binary point and moving towards left for integer part. Okay, next make group of 3 bits starting from binary point and moving towards right here. Okay, right for fractional part. For integer part, moving towards left. In this way you keep on grouping the 3 bits. For fractional part, towards right, you keep on making 3 bits of group by moving towards right. Okay, and in the end, if you get less number of bits in that to group those 3 bits, if that is not sufficient, add zeros here, and in this way add zeros towards your right. Okay, then the last second point is add zeros to the left of integer and right of the fractional part whenever necessary, as I said. Next, replace each group of 3 bits by its octal digit. Is that fine? Now, one of the example he has taken. So before seeing the answer, we will try to solve. So the see, before point I have 1 1 1 1, I have 4 ones, then I have 0 0 1. After point I have 1 and 1. First we'll do integer part. See, this 3 ones I have taken. Then after 3 ones I have 1 0 0. Next here I am left with only 1 bit. But to group, to make it into octal, I need to make 3 bits of one group. So I am left with only 1. So I'll add 3 zeros, 2 zeros here, and I'll make one 3-bit group. Okay. Now coming to after point, this is your point to your fractional part. I have in this way I need to make, but I have only 2 bits, I can't make a group. So I'll add 0 and this will be one group. So now what will I do is go to the table of form, or else just you can easily remember. See, 3 ones means it is 7. That means you have 1 2 and 4. Okay, always whenever you try to solve this, you can't always write a table of form there, calculate then write. Okay, you can't do that. Just try to practice, you'll automatically get, you can easily calculate in your mind itself what are the values, and after more and more practice, whenever I ask a number, you will directly write the binary digit for that. Okay, it all depends on your practice. Yeah, so 1 1 1 means 1 1 1. Okay, 4 5 6 7. Next I wanted to write 0 0 1 means this is a value for 1. Is that fine? Next this is 0 0 1, this is also 1. Okay, next coming to this 1 1 0 means 1 1 and 0. Okay, 1 1 means 4 plus 2, that is 6. So this was the binary term here. For that, if you convert, when you converted to octal, you got 117.6 is your octal number. Okay, so this procedure we need to write. One, it was, see, that is what he has given here. The given number is grouped into 3 bits in this way. Okay, so here 2 bits I added as 0, here 1 bit I added as 0. After that, by adding zeros on left side, the same is written as in this way. Okay, next even right side we added. For that, we have written the octal equivalent number for those binary by making 3 bits in each group, and finally that will be your answer, that is 117.6 to the base 8. Okay, that is your answer. Next, convert. See, this is another example. Convert this so and so. See, they have written 2 here, but this 2 should be to the base. Okay, this 2 should be to the base. That means to represent it as a binary number. Don't combine with and don't get confused. It should be to the base. Here, convert that so and so binary number to its equivalent octal number. So, try see, just here you have in your integer part you have only 1 0, so make 2 zeros more, add 2 zeros more to your left. Coming to right, start taking 3, then 1 0 1 you can take, 0 0 1 you can take, and after 1 0 you can add one more 0. So in this problem you will add 1 0 to the left and 1 0 to the right, and when you after adding that try to solve it. Okay, try to write its by octal equivalent values and try to do that. Just pause the video here and try to solve it by yourself. Once you do that, then we'll see what is the answer. So see that he has done, this is a binary term. Okay, for that he has written you got 0.514 as you got 0 point because before point you had 0, so you added 2 more zeros, that is nothing but the value for 0, right? So that is 0.514 is your octal number. Here they have, yes, he mentioned in this video that there is small mistake. See, 0.10100110, this he has given correctly. This is a binary number, we know, but here 0.514. Okay, this is 514 to the base 8 you need to write. Here he mentioned 2. Okay, this 2 is wrong. Try to correct it. The base should be 8 because we are converting it into octal number. So try to correct that. Next, binary and decimal equivalents of octal numbers. Okay, so see, these are binary and decimal equivalents. Before we have done, in previous videos we have done binary to decimal, decimal to binary. This we have done. After that we have seen decimal to octal, octal to decimal. Okay, next we have seen octal to binary and binary to octal. These were the only conversions what we have seen till now. Okay, so in everything octal, binary and decimal we have seen the conversions. So that we are going to see here binary and decimal equivalents of octal. So the tabular form what I have written before, you had in that where octal and your binary. You didn't have a decimal. So if you had a decimal, you will get 10. Decimal means 10, right? See here. See, decimal means you have 0 to 10. Okay, actually you should be having 0 to 9, not 10. Okay, see till here. These are your decimal. I mean, even 10 comes under decimal itself. 10, 11, 12, so on. All this comes under decimal. If you write its symbols, you have only 0 to 9. Those are 10. So these all are decimal numbers. For that, these are octal equivalent because 3 bits, right? So up to 7 you can write this. But after 7 you can't write in 3 bits. So you need to write its you need 4 bits for that. So for it you need 4 bits after 7. So here we represent binary numbers in 4 bits. Okay, and coming to octal, just see here 0 to 7 we have done this. Okay, 0 to 7 we have done because in octal we know 0 to 7, and after 7 what is 8? Okay, that means decimal 8 number. Decimal 8, if you convert it into octal, that means you are converting decimal to octal and decimal number is 8. When you convert it into octal, you will get 10. Okay, is that fine? So same, 9 if you convert you will get 11, 10 if you convert you will get 12. Okay, so in this tabular form he has written decimal, binary, octal. He compared 3 and he has written. So it is very simple. See, once you take your decimal numbers, once you write start writing from 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 9. After 9, what is another digit you are writing? You are not writing some other new symbol. You have only 10 symbols in decimal. So see, this was 0 and 1, right? So after 9 you are again starting with 1, then you are starting with 0, 1, 2, in that way 0. After that 1, next 1, next after 11 you have 1. Okay, and you will write 2, next 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7, 1, 8, 1, 9. So on up to 1, 9. After 1, 9, again after 1 you have 2. So you will take 2 and again start writing with 0, 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, in decimal you are going to write in that way. Same way, when it comes to octal also, you are going to do the same thing. The thing is, see, octal you will start writing with 0, 1, 2, so on up to 7. Once you finish 7, what is the first number you have? Again you will start writing with, this is nothing but 0. 0 means that is nothing but 0, 0. 1 means 0, 1. 2 means 0, 2. Okay, so after 7 you have this 1. So 1 you will write again 0, 1, 2, 1, 3 up to 1, 7 you will write. After 1, 7, then again you will start writing from 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2 up to 2, 7. Once you end up to 7, again you will write 3, 0, 3, 1. Is that fine? In that way you will write your octal numbers. So it's easy to understand all this. Once you understand, it will be very easy to do them. Now, so we have discussed about the octal number system. We have converted this octal to decimal, okay, using this positional weights. Decimal, what, whenever you convert any decimal number, integer thing, let it be decimal to binary, decimal to octal, decimal to hexa also, later we'll see. Whenever you try to convert decimal number, always remember you should take a repeated division value for, I mean you should divide repeatedly that decimal value with, so if it is binary you should divide with 2, octal divide with 8, next hexa means divide with 16, in that way, okay, always repeatedly divide for integer part. When it comes to fractional part, you should always multiply, okay, multiply and write a carry. If it is integer, divide and write a remainder. If it is fractional, multiply and write a carry, okay. And also remember, whenever you are writing for integer part, the remainders all you will write it in a reverse order, but when you multiply for this fractional part, you should write the carries in a correct order, that means from top to down. Next, whenever you are trying to convert from octal to binary, then you should group 3 bits, or if you convert from binary to octal also, you should group 3 bits, okay. Anyways, you should take 3 bits, binary to octal or octal to binary, okay. And this octal to decimal means first one positional weights we have taken, 8 to the power of 0, 8 to the power of 1, in that way. So see, these are few questions, how many digits are there in an octal system. So these are the numbers what you have. So how many digits octal means? 8 to the base 8, right? You have 8. Next, what is the base of the numbers in an octal system? So again it is 8. No need to wait for options. So there are some questions to practice. These are the 6 questions what are there. So try to note down these questions. Okay, first question is convert decimal to octal. Next, convert decimal number to octal. First is only integer part, second is integer come fractional, okay, the fractional number. Next, third one is again octal to decimal. Here this time octal, before it was decimal to octal 2. Second and third are octal to decimal. Fourth is octal to binary, and fifth is binary to octal. So these 3 repeatedly division and you will get remainder. This 2, first 2, this 2 positional weights, you need to take its positional weights, 8 to the power of 0, okay, you need to do. See here, if integer you need to repeatedly divide, if it is fractional repeatedly multiply, okay. Here also positional, I maintain 8 to the power of 0, 1, 2, 3 for integer, 8 to the power of minus 1, 2 for fractional. See here you have octal to binary, this both are, you need to take this value and give it 3 bits. Here take the bits and group into 3 bits and then write those equivalent octal values, okay. So I also discussed, all you need to do is just practice this sums, do this sums, okay. So by this we'll end our session. Thank you.